And we are live. Without further ado, we have with us the brand ambassadors behind KT Beauty. Boom. Hello, beautiful ladies. How are you?
Amazing. How are you?
I am doing excellent. I have been so excited about this brand because whenever it comes to, hair loss, so many women are suffering with that. And so I'm
Right.
so glad that you guys can be a part of our show today. My name is Morella Kane. I am the founder of the Hair Debate, and we are here to discuss all things hair with this beauty brand that we have here with us. We have with us, she's a certified hair loss practitioner, Miss Thelma, and then her
So
daughter,
sorry.
which is the creative genius behind this brand, Christy Coleman. So, ladies, okay, so you know what? I am going to start with Miss Thelma first.
Okay.
So yes, ma'am. How long have you been in the industry or as a hair loss practitioner?
This is my third year. So this is my third year dealing actually being certified, board certified to be a hair loss practitioner. Now we've been making the oils probably the last 4 years. We've been
Okay.
making the oils, but it was just for family and friends. So
Okay.
we wasn't promoting it, wasn't selling it. I guess we were doing more testing to make sure everything was right, and then testing and trying to help people out just to make sure we were on the right track.
Yes, ma'am. So now let me ask you this. Have you been in the industry as a hairstylist?
I have not. So I did my cosmetology license when I was in high school, but I have not worked as a stylist, no. But I have the background, but no, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay, okay. So, but now it's that passion. It's that passion that
Absolutely.
you had that you say, okay, then what was the idea behind the fact that okay, it's something missing in the industry, and so let me start. Let me then put out or let me start creating a product then when it comes to hair loss.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna actually let Chrissy take that part over because what happened is my mom had cancer and she died of cancer, but she
Oh
was
wow,
losing her hair. And she said cancer took everything from her. It took her taste buds, it took her emotions, it took her
wow.
hair. And what she wanted was a hair back. So Christy was practicing a lifestyle as a vegan and she was already experimenting with different oils and herbs to help you with your hair. So really that's how I got birthed about. And I'll let Christy take that part over.
Okay, absolutely. So now, and let me just say that I'm so very sorry. My mother is a cancer survivor, but
Praise
and
God.
that's what she's going through right now with
Right.
her hair. And so now, so definitely I empathize with you with that. And so, Christy, now your lifestyle being plant-based. So let me just say that I have kind of played around with that. How many years have you been a plant-based?
Can you hear Christy? She said she can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear?
No, she
Mm,
said she can't hear.
let's see.
Why don't you go out and come back in? Go back through go back through your email and come back in. Like get off and come back in.
Yeah, let's try that.
It could be the signal.
Okay. Or possibly move in a different direction.
She said move in a different
A
direction.
different location.
I know. Okay. Let me text her real quick. I'm sorry.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
absolutely. Because I actually just heard her. We were just talking. And and so just see if you can shift to a different location. And so, guys, as we are working with, so Chris is going to step out and come back in again. But let me just say that she is the creative
Wait, you
genius.
breaking up again?
Okay, how about now?
Still a little bit. Let me see. Let me see something. Hold on one second.
Okay, because you are very clear on my end.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Now, Chris, it just can't. Let me see
I
here.
can hear y'all now. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Oh, okay, you are great. Oh, we are back on. Oh, we're gonna keep this thing moving.
Yes.
Okay, so Christy, how
Yes.
long have you been living that lifestyle plant based?
So I've been plant based for about a year and a half. So almost
Okay.
almost 2 years. I've been consistently no chicken, no beef, no pork, no
Wow.
meat. I've learned how to make plants into meat, like my own meat. Yeah, I literally learned it because I'm like, if I want a steak and I can't get it from the store, I'm gonna learn how to make it from plants and herbs.
Right, right.
It's
So now let me say this, and let me just say that my heart goes out to you with your grandmother, because my mother is a cancer survivor. And so now that was, and to know that, and to know, to go through something so traumatic like that, and
right,
to say, okay, for the love of my grandmother, I want to create something. She desires to have her hair, and
right,
so what can I do? Because you have to be careful, with
absolutely,
taking, different things, and when it comes to, all these different products, and taking vitamins or different things like that, you have to be careful. So what
absolutely.
made you say, okay, Christy, let me create this product, this oil, you know, for my grandmother?
Well, for me, it was like I was like, okay, what can I use? What was designed already to naturally fight back something that was killing our system? So,
Yes.
so I thought about what we do back in the old days. My grandma's real. My grandpa grows his own food and eats his own food. So,
Wow.
so for him, I'm thinking, well, he's 87. He walks around. He's healthy. Okay, it's from the earth. So it's something in
Yes.
the earth that we are not putting inside our bodies that we are missing. And so from there, I said, okay, what cells are going to fight and heal the chemo?
Wow.
What cells, what herbs can fight viruses? What antifungal herbs can fight viruses? Like, so I started digging research on the herbs that could literally fight viruses, and that's basically how we came about of just fighting the chemo, hair loss, the and all the forms. And then on top of that, she was dealing with ovarian cancer as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
so we had to literally, so another health, okay, how could we remove, the toxins that was in powder, removing all that causing the cancer. So how can I fight that back with what comes from the earth?
Oh, I absolutely love that. You know what? Because now, let me just say that I am a hair care professional, have
Right.
been in the industry for over 20 years.
Okay.
And what I find is that when it comes to hair loss and different things that people are dealing with their hair, the first thing they want to do is run out, find a product, and it's just like, okay, um, they're not understanding that, and they're looking for that product to correct some things on the outside,
Right.
not truly understanding that it's the inside, that where this product literally is going to go into that hair strand and literally start correcting itself from the inside out.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And so, oh my God, like how, so now this product you was using, this oil was the first product that you guys created. You was using this product on your family and friends and on yourself.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay, what was their response to it?
They were excited. We had
Yeah.
an aunt that wore wigs for many years because she had alopecia, and she was using Rogaine, but it wasn't working because people
Yeah.
don't realize she already had other health issues. So when you're using, and this is not a knock against any product out there, but any products that have moxidol in it, it's going to irritate the scalp. And actually, if you have high blood pressure, they don't recommend it because you're dealing with the heart. And that actually, and
Wow.
people don't know that. We'll
Yeah.
just, and you have to really research what's in it. So, but with our product, she got her hair's growing back. Like she almost had a full head of hair, and she had no hair. So they're seeing really, really good results. And one thing about our products, we offer 60-day money back guarantee, so we stand behind our products. If it's not working, we have a no hassle return policy. We don't want the product back. We'll give your money back.
I mean, when I say that, when I went, and you guys have to go, okay, to their social media platforms and follow them, because they have great before and after pictures. And when I tell you, I was looking at the pictures, and I mean, just the encouragement just for myself, I was just like, oh my God, because we're gonna talk about me in a second. Okay, because
Okay.
I'm just like, okay, I
Yeah.
have to get my hands on these products. So now let's go back to, and let me say, Rogaine. We total discretion that we mean to put nothing negative out pertaining to that product.
Exactly.
Okay, but now truth is truth. When you start
Right.
researching what is actually in a product, people don't understand too that also too when you stop taking that product, you start losing your hair.
You're exactly right, and that's what a lot of clients have come and said to us. I stopped taking the products, and I'm losing my hair. But you know what Christy does too? Christy will talk to a lot of them. She'll find out what are you eating. Like we recommend some books. I always get back with your doctor, but it's books out there we recommend. What is your diet like? What is it? What's the intake like? The body was designed to heal itself, so we get deep. So if it was designed to heal
Ah,
itself, then you got to remember that. What are you eating? Because we can all, we teach you how to make hair food smoothies. It's smoothies that you can make. It's things that you can eat that'll help you with your hair. So we talk about different like fruits and vegetables, different meats. What vitamins are in it. Why is avocado good for you? Things that we use for the hair. Why is rosemary good? Lemongrass, thyme, just things that we're using. Aloe vera. These are primitive plants that's been around for thousands and thousands of years. And like again, the body was designed to heal itself. And we just
you
did
better
some
say
research. We put that in a bottle. We took Mother Nature basically and just bottled it up. And
Yeah.
that's how we're getting such good results. And we don't use
if
preservatives.
if I
Yes.
can literally jump around right now, boy, y'all are saying some stuff, and I'm getting all excited
Yeah.
because again, people truly don't understand that.
Right.
Right.
That's how the body was created. So you
Exactly.
put the right things in it from the inside out, it will heal it.
You're exactly right. I mean,
And
people
and
don't.
and,
No,
and
go ahead.
so
I'm
and
sorry.
let me, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, the only thing I was gonna say, like we get a lot of people. The second leading cause of hair loss, first is hereditary. The second leading cause, and it's the androgenetic hair loss. That's the hereditary one. The second leading cause of hair loss is stress. And when they say stress will kill you, it works from the inside out.
Yeah,
It affects the immune system first, and then it's starting. Your hair is just a fiber. It's just a fiber on the body. It's gonna grow all over, right? So it's just a fiber. So when you're stressing, all that does is it works inside, but it show outwardly. And people don't realize that it affects your appearance. It affects your hair. I've had people that have lost all their hair, done blood work, everything, nothing's wrong. It's just the levels of stress,
yeah,
especially during this pandemic. We've got a lot of
yes.
clients from the pandemic and from COVID-19 hair loss. And even the women with COVID-19 hair loss are seeing great results. Because
Wow.
that's one of the side
Okay.
effects of COVID is hair loss.
No, no, exactly. And I actually was talking about that. And what I saw was that clients that I serviced who was affected with COVID, with the
Right,
virus, they actually like the dryness in the hair was
right,
on a whole different level.
right, exactly. Exactly. A lot of them are losing hair. Like they're telling me I'm taking a shower with them, my hair is coming out. And then so what the doctor is saying is temporarily, and I agree, it is probably a temporary condition. But I had one lady, it was going on. She got COVID in March, and she was still losing her hair come to September. Well, she sent me
Wow.
some pictures recently. It's shedding, but not as much. So she's having like what we call normal hair shedding. It's not like what it was. She was losing clumps of hair. She had a lot of hair on her head. She was able to conceal it. You couldn't, tell she could camouflage it. But in the very beginning, she was lost a lot of hair. It looked really thin. But now it's starting to thicken back with the shampoo, the conditioner, and the oil.
That is absolutely amazing. People that are, say, even for alopecia, you
Right,
know, we tend to want to settle for the traditional way of thinking. So
right.
you may say, well, you know what, my grandmother, my aunts, their hair was coming out. So, and you may settle for that, but and that's my desire. That was the reason why I come on the platform and I educate and want to bring other professionals to the platform to advise as well, because we
Absolutely.
don't have to settle for what was going on with our grandparents when it came to hair loss, feeling like, okay, there's I just have to settle for this. You
Absolutely.
unhappy women are depressed,
Right.
they're not loving themselves.
You're
And
right.
so we have to realize, like, okay, this is the issue, and don't just settle for what my grandparents went through, that, or my mother or her sisters went through that, but then understanding that, okay, there is something that can be done. And so individuals like you have taken the experience and what you have gone through, the passion and love for your grandmother, for your mother, your grandmother, and you have created this oil because you wanted her to have some type of light in what she was going through. And so
Absolutely.
so now let me just say, so now I can't, because as you see here, but I had this other hair in that I had all in my face, and
Mm-hmm.
I said no, let me try to do something, because as you see here, my hair is very thin,
Okay.
super thin. Okay, so now
Now,
do
what
with
caused yours?
it was trauma. It was trauma.
Okay.
I lost two kids in a house fire in 2003.
Oh, I'm
And
so
so
sorry.
going through the depression, yes, ma'am, going through the depression, and the stress of it,
Mm.
going through that, I lost my hair. And so what I did was, I found myself, hiding behind wigs, because,
Right.
of course, when you look good, you feel good,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
And so, recently I had to, a couple of years ago, a few years ago, I had to just get comfortable in coming out of that,
Right.
and then saying, you know what? I want to see my hair. I want to feel my hair. I want to be confident in, if I wanted to just get my hair cut off, I can do that. But I want to see hair growth. I want to feel my hair.
Absolutely.
So now, and I was looking at your product, and I'm just like, oh, yes, I got to get my hands on that product.
We're
So
gonna
now,
send you some. So make sure you send us your address. We're gonna send you some. God just
we'll
told me
do.
to bless you.
Uh, Thank you so much. And so, okay,
Absolutely.
guys, and let me just say, what I'm going to do is track the progress. Oh boy, y'all gonna make me pull these pieces out. I'm gonna pull the pieces out, and because I want people to see. I want people to see where it's truly at,
Yes, ma'am.
minus the dark and the black dusting that I have, that, how you try to camouflage and make it look different.
Absolutely.
So taking that away, and then you guys truly see what it looks like, and then with me using their product and kind of track the progress with that, because I mean, you guys absolutely have something that is amazing, especially when it's created out of love. And so,
Absolutely.
so now let me just say, when did you realize that you were at the level of saying, okay, it's time for us to move into a store? Like, okay, we shipping, people are seeing it, people are contacting us.
We realized it earlier this year, and people keep saying, "Why are you starting? Why are you going into a store in the middle of a pandemic?" Most people don't realize this. A lot of successful businesses got started in the middle of a depression. Got started when it was a recession, when the economy was down, because you got to fight through that. You could be in. I was just listening to my pastor. He said, "Right now, you're in the middle of a miracle. You just don't know it. Like you can't be shaken by the pandemic. You still got to know you destined for greatness." And you got to literally
Yes.
give everything to God. I was talking to my dad earlier. He talked about when God parted the Red Sea, and they said the water was 20 feet tall on both sides.
Wow.
God sent a wind from the west, and He blew the water up. And they still got to experience all that, but it was on dry land. They walked right through it. Pharaoh, he sent his men out. They never caught him. What's my point? Like, you still got to know if God called you to it, you still got to do it, regardless of what's going on. You can't be distracted. Not that what's going
Yeah.
on with COVID is not real. You still got to stay focused on the purpose. And we're helping so many women. For women to come back and say, "You give me hope again." And it's not just black women. We have a lot of white women, a lot of Hispanic women. Like my grandbaby is biracial. So we have a lot of biracial people. We have a lot of men for clients. Our number one client is a white male. But here's why: he's a professional. He's having to camouflage his look but he wants his hair back. Some of these folks have had a hair transplant, but that's not a guarantee that donor hair can receive. You wouldn't pay 10,000. People be like, "Oh, then I spent $10,000, $15,000, and I spent $40 with you, and it's working." And here's another thing: like, you can stop using our product, your hair's not gonna receive back. You'll still have your hair. You probably won't get any new growth, but you won't lose what you have. So we
Is
kept. Then what happened? What I felt like was I outgrew my house. Like, my house was where we were making everything, but we kind of outgrew it, and it was just time to move up and to take it
yes.
in there and service more people. My mentor said this. He said, "You're gonna be everywhere your customer is, on and offline. You got to be everywhere, but you can't." And then God blessed it. Like, where we're leasing the space from is half the price of what it would have been. And this was nothing but the man saying, "You know what? You guys are passionate." He was like, he loved the idea because it was hair loss. His mom had cancer. He loved the whole
Wow.
story. And he was like, we're gonna do the rent for half the price of what it would have been. And that's for a
Ah,
whole year. It's half price.
glory. Why? And you
Yes.
talk about
Favor.
favor. I love that. I love that. Oh my
Yes.
God. So we have a question here. She said, I shaved my locks this summer. My hair was extremely dry and damaged. Since then, I have invested in double satin lined bonnets and vegan products for dry skin, scalp, nourishments, and daily consumptions. So Christy, let me just say this. Is there anything that you can say to her? Now, let me just say this. First of all, which product, with her having extremely dry and damaged hair, which product of your line would you suggest?
We always start off with the hair food trio. So, which is the shampoo, the conditioner, and then the hair oil. And so we always tell people that you want to eliminate the chemicals and start cleansing your hair with herbs and oils. And so that's basically the first start. And it comes with a hair regimen. So it's basically a 10-step hair regimen that I created to help people who basically don't, when they get the products, they're kind of like, what do I do? Or how do I get on a hair? How do I deep condition my hair? How long do I leave it in my hair? Do I massage my hair 2 to 3 minutes? And so it comes with an actual hair regimen. It breaks down how to use the products effectively and ways that you can kind of incorporate the hair regimen into your busy schedule. So that's what I would recommend. It's a hair food trio: the shampoo, the conditioner, and then the hair oil.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Okay, so now the hair oil, is it heavy? Like, okay, so for an individual who hair has been blown out,
Hmm.
okay, and it's straight, they tend to want to shy away from oil because it would tend to make their hair heavy.
Right.
So now, would this be an oil that you would actually place on the scalp or on the hair?
It'll be on the scalp. And so what you'll do is you would blow dry your hair after you put the oil in. So you'll put the oil in your scalp and then you'll blow dry your hair. Cause then now you letting that heat open your pores. You letting the heat
Speak it.
saturate into your scalp.
Right.
And then think about it. When you're pulling your actual hair from the with the blow dry, you're actually protecting your hair from actual hair bumps with the oil, because you can get a lot of hair bumps and scabs inside your hair if you're consistently pulling it. And I know because I blow dry my hair, and I always have to put the oil on my actual scalp
Right.
before I blow dry it.
I absolutely love that. I mean, you guys are speaking as though you have been set before, have been the state board, have the license and the plaque on the wall. Because let me just say that not everyone in the industry truly understands that, in or even with even speaking and talk about it. But you are absolutely right. Placing that oil on the hair, that heat penetrates those products deeper
Mhm.
into the hair strand,
Yes, ma'am.
deeper, to allow that product to do what it's supposed to do. So
Yes.
now, what are some things, if you can share, in what's in the oil?
You want Christy? Or you want me to share?
um, you can share what's in the oil.
Okay.
Now,
Christy.
now, if it's proprietary
No,
information,
no.
okay.
Some
We can
of it
share some
is.
of it. Right, some of it is. So it's 40 different oils in it, but it is a mixture of
Okay.
rosemary, it's thyme, it's a palmetto, it's black seed oil, it's lavender, it's lemongrass. These are some of the oils that are in there. It's a lot more that's in there, but those are your top oils like cedarwood, black
Wow.
castor oil. We do have coconut oil in it. We do have hemp. Now, one more thing I want to say, we can customize too. I have a lot of clients that can't have hemp because of their job, so we can customize. It costs a little bit more, but I can customize as well because hair loss is not a one size fit all.
It. Oh my. Right.
Yes, it's
Right.
7 to 8 different types of alopecia. So when I was in school to become a board certified hair loss practitioner, they teach you about this. You do sit before a board and you do have to pass tests. You do have to do demonstration with the laser and the scope. But it's not a one size fit all because you could be dealing with hereditary hair loss, right? And that's been like what you were talking about earlier. It's passed down from mom or grandmother, or daddy or grandpa. Now, I will say this with hereditary hair loss, it's no guarantee. So people understand that. I cannot tell you that nobody can promise you this with hereditary hair loss. What we
Mm-hmm.
do say is change your diet. Let's try to figure out what's going on so we can help fight it, but we can slow it down some. I have
Yeah.
clients right now that have a full head of hair who dad or mom had hereditary hair loss just because of certain oils that we're using. That's where the customizations come in at. I can customize for you if it's hereditary hair loss because we're starting to understand that hair loss and what oils work better for them.
Exactly. And then understand too, guys out there, that and you partner that with our specialist, which is a dermatologist.
Right.
And so when you have someone that is literally treating that scalp, backing that up with the product,
Right.
and then too, you guys, we're talking to some people that truly understand that hair loss has to be corrected, or anything that you're going through with your hair has to be corrected from the inside out. So
Absolutely.
understanding that you have a product company, a brand here that understands that and how powerful that is.
Absolutely, because I have a lot of people that have medical issues, and it's no cure for high blood pressure. It's no cure for diabetes, but the body was designed to heal itself. So,
Yes.
and I have friends that are doctors that have had reverse diabetes. They've gotten the diet right to where either they change. Like a lot of folks too. Another thing I noticed, I have people that say I'm taking 20 milligrams high blood pressure medicine. I said, when was the last time you went to the doctor and had your blood checked? And even with my dad. My dad was on at one point. He was on 10. Now he's on 5. Now he's on none,
Wow.
just from simply changing his diet and making some change. I'm not saying get off your medicine, consult with your doctor, your physician. What I am saying is, if we change our, like a lot of things that we do, especially African Americans, if we can still enjoy soul food without all the seasoning. Like
Yeah.
you can cook with herbs. There's other ways to pull flavor out of foods. I love to cook. So it's other way, and I'm healthy. I thank God, no issues, no diabetes, no
Yes.
nothing that my parents have. Because you can change your lineage. You can't, like, every generation should want to do better. You shouldn't want the cancer story, the diabetic story, the high blood pressure, the story of poverty. We should be doing better as we grow. We should be living and leaving wealth for your children's children. It's not just about money.
Yes.
It's about leaving a legacy of health, leaving a legacy of education. It's so much deeper than just about money. When God spoke about that, but you should want to. Every generation want to do better than the last generation, so we can keep living a legacy for the next and the next after that. But you're absolutely right. It's got to start with what we eating, because it's no wonder why African American women are the number one leading women with ovarian cancer, and in Houston, Texas, they're the number one leading with breast cancer. It's something that we eating.
Wow.
It's something that we eating.
Wow.
You
Okay, guys, let me just say, we're blessed right now to have before us a brand that your questions, you guys need to send them in, okay? Because we have these ladies before us, they can answer your questions that you may have with your hair, individually. Post your questions here, and so that way we can get your questions answered. Okay. So now let me ask you this. Now, are some of those same ingredients inside of the shampoo and conditioner as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because you got to remember, something has to sit on the scalp. Shampoo, you're gonna wash it out. Chrissy talked about the regimen she put together. You can leave the conditioner in for 30 minutes or so, an hour, because you need something that's gonna sit on there. So the
Yes.
same ingredients that's in the oil is in the hair, and the hair conditioner and the shampoo. But you have to remember this: your skin is your largest organ. It's a living organ. It only takes products 26 seconds to dissolve into the bloodstream. That's it. And it's believed that a woman puts on about 80 different toxic chemicals on her body before she leaves the house. That's between her skin products, her makeup, and her hair. So you want to get to be as natural or as plant-based as possible and try to limit as many chemicals as you can. That's just FYI. Limit go as natural as possible with your hair products and as well as your skin products.
Wow. 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 So now, Christy, the creative genius behind this brand, I heard that you did some beautiful things to that store, lady.
Yes,
Oh, she
ma'am.
did.
Okay,
Yes,
so tell
ma'am.
us your direction for that.
Well, okay, so first I'm gonna tell you, so Boom, like the whole name came about, even just KT Beauty Boom. The first name was Beauty Bar. And I was like, well, for me, I wanted people to remember us in a way that was weird and funky, but still kind of just still classy and cute. So that's why I thought about Boom. And I was like, boom. So people, they're like, oh, you got the boom oil. So you the one with the boom oil. And I'm like, yes. And so
Excuse me.
then, same thing when it came down to the logo with the Ring of Fire. That right there, the purpose of the Ring of Fire is that brings power, that brings to let you know that you as an individual, you as a whole have your own power, and that's why there's a crown on top of it, because you possess your own crown as an individual. So that's where the whole entire brand came from. So when I decided to add that into the store, I'm like, okay, just I was kind of saying telling earlier when I was presented with the store, she was like, "Okay, what's your idea?" And I was like, "I'm gonna turn it into a jungle." And she was like, "What?" And she was like, "I don't think I like that idea." And I was like, and I was like, well, I see it, I believe it. Me, I'm more of an airhead in the earth, creative, and my mom's more like the earth girl, real grounded. If she don't see it in front of her, it's like I don't see it.
Right.
And so I had to like
I
really be
didn't
like,
see it.
yeah, like I had to be like, okay, this is what we gonna do. And so from there, I asked the guy, and how it's funny because when I met him at a farmer's market. I've never seen him again. So the first time I saw him, I was like, Mom, that's him. That's who gonna build our shelves. She's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I never met him before. I don't know him. He don't know me, but he gonna put these shelves in our store. And so
What?
she's like, I can't even deal with your brain process right now. And so like literally I called her like a week later and I was like, I want all these shelves on the store and then I want you to burn them to make them look real nice. And he was like,
Wow.
okay. So she walked in the store. She was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And that's
Well, you
literally
know
happened.
what? One day I'm gonna walk through those doors. I'm gonna
Come
have
on.
to. One day I will be walking through those doors. My husband loves Texas, and we've only been one time, but my
Oh
husband
wow.
loves
Okay.
Texas, and so so when we get past some of this stuff that's going on right now, yes, I want to walk through those doors and be in that environment and feel that aura and all of that atmosphere going
Yes.
on.
Yeah. Come on. We love to have you.
Yes.
So now, where give us some information about your brand, where our people can find you at social media, your location, everything.
So we are at the website is www.ktbeautyboom.com. You can also give us a call. You talk to me, and if you need a consultation, we'll set up a consultation with you so you can speak with my mother. My phone number is 713-331-3551. And also on Facebook and Instagram, if you have any questions, it's at KT Beauty Boom, and that's on Instagram and Facebook. And we have also wanted to tell you guys we have a new holiday collection coming out. It's our first
Yes.
collection. And we're so
Excuse me.
excited to present. Basically, the purpose of this is want to give everybody, the cold winter time. So you got keep your skin moisturized, your scalp moisturized, your hair feeling great, moisturized. So that's kind of basically the whole purpose of the kit. So we really wanted to leave, end this year off with a bang. So really want to give everybody that holiday feeling and kind of feel their love when they get the package.
I absolutely love that. I can tell mom has been putting the product on her skin because even though the light is not bright, but the light that is shining, oh my God, the skin is beautiful, lady.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much. Thank you. And we both have eczema, so we had to find something that wasn't going to irritate the skin. So, like, we can't
Wow.
use products with alcohol in it because we both have eczema. We'll break out. I have it in my scalp really bad. But the products, because with eczema, there's no cure for it. You have to
Right.
treat it like psoriasis. So like using rosemary and the lemongrass and the different oils, it helps with that. But we also make soaps as well and lotion. So we have other products that we make too, and we use a lot of shea butter because shea butter is man, it's amazing. It's from the motherland, and it's actually great for our skin, especially winter
Wow.
skin. It works wonders on winter skin.
Wow. I absolutely love that. So I tell you what, I'm going to get the product. I'm going to use it for a time period. Christy, will be bringing you in, Miss Thelma, at times for you guys to assess, for us to talk about what the product is doing with my
Okay.
hair. For my clients, guys, I'm getting this product. Okay, so
Yes.
because my clients know that I don't try anything new on them. I use it on myself and my daughter first.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure after seeing this interview, they're gonna say, forget all that. I want mine too. You know.
Yeah.
And so definitely I would be ordering some from you guys as well because I want to invest in what you're doing as well. I mean, we have to support brands such as this because it's not those products being raw as they are not cheap.
No,
And
it's not.
so
Right.
in the time to research in what you're doing, so definitely I say thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you for
And
having us.
And so when we get into our series, when we're talking about scab issues and whatnot, Miss Thelma, I would love to bring you back
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
discuss
Anytime,
that.
let me know.
Yeah, we'll do, we'll do. And so you guys, here it is. We have with us Miss Thelma and Miss Christy. And so let me just say, Miss Harris, she's been commenting over here. Thank you so much, Miss Shay Harris. I greatly appreciate you. She said very helpful information. Congratulations on your family product line. So thank you so much, Miss Harris, for your
Thank you,
comment
Miss
right
Harris.
there. Definitely go and follow them and then continue to share. We will be sharing this video as well. It's on all of our platforms. At the Hair Debate, it is. And so we're going to end our interview right now, but definitely you guys will be seeing Miss Coleman again. Okay?
Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime. I have a passion for this. And like I said, we love to see the before and after pictures. But I always tell people, let me show you yours. Let's fix your hair. Let's get your scalp back right. And Christy will help you with the rest of that. If you wanted to change your diet or you wanted to do something different. Because a lot of folks say, I don't know how to meal prep. I don't know what I should eat. And at first it'll shock the body, but it's the best thing for the body. You want to be here as long as you can. Like we didn't learn anything about this year. Death didn't stop for anybody. Like when God was
Right.
ready, he called you. But at least when I go, I say, God, let me be in my right frame of mind. Let me be healthy.
Yes.
Let me be stress free because that's how it should be. You should want to experience heaven right here on earth. We shouldn't have to want to get to heaven to do anything that we can experience right here.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Mind,
Honey,
body,
I
and
can
soul.
talk to you all night.
Oh, I receive it. I receive it. I
Because this
receive
is
it.
this is my passion as well. And this is what I rest easy at. I love it.
Me too.
I I love it. Because again, that's exactly what it's about. Having here on earth, being whole, being
Absolutely.
happy. And that's
Yes.
exactly what it's about, regardless of what you have experienced in or been through.
You said it best. It's an inside job. It's no man or woman out there gonna do that for you. Excuse me. That's an inside job. That's something between you and God. He has to be first in your life because he's the only one that's gonna be able to meet your deepest needs. Not a person on this earth can fulfill everything you looking for is already in him. You're not gonna find it in any
Yes.
any place, any body, no drugs, no alcohol, none of them other vices. It's got to be in him first, and you got to clean up from the inside out and
You
just get
better
it
say
together.
that. You better say. I'm waiting for your book to come out.
It's
Okay.
already out. I'll send you a book.
Okay. Please share your information about your book.
So I wrote a book. I will tell you this. I have a full. It's a chapter I wrote with Brian Tracy, but I have a full book that I'm releasing later. Well, probably next year. I just didn't have, I have too many things I'm doing. I'm an accountant by trade. I have literally too many things I'm doing. I don't. I gotta stop and make the time to finish it. But I'm almost done with the book. It's on finances, but it's also on fixing you from the inside out because we want to develop a healthy relationship with money. And a lot of times we're not broke. African Americans spend the most when we own the least. We got to change the narrative. I was just talking to some friends earlier. They're real estate investors. But long story short, the book that I have out now is called Ignite Your Life, and it's about seven. It gives you 7 steps on how we can actually set our goals, small daily goals. Because they say the secret to your life lies in your daily habits. What are you doing every day? And if we don't, and God, if you want God to change you, He's gonna challenge you. Again, God didn't remove the Red Sea; He parted it. Right?
Yes.
You gotta get uncomfortable. And life not challenging you, it's not gonna change you. You gotta go through
Yes.
some things, right? But life is gonna do what life does, but it's how you respond to life. Like my dad said that to me. I had an opportunity to speak at Harvard University back in 2018. And I remember, I'll tell you this real first. I was dealing with
Wow.
depression real bad, and I was and I had my kidneys were failing me. I was hospitalized. I was in ICU for 7 days. I almost died because I was
Wow.
septic. I had poison going through my blood, but I was not fighting to live. I was in a medically induced coma, and I always share my story not for sympathy, but to help the next person. But
Absolutely.
I was just severely depressed. And I was in the middle of a divorce, and my mom had passed. I didn't know how to handle all that. Like my storms came at
Yeah.
one time. My dad came and sat beside my bed, and he said, "Life." He said, "Your mama wants you to go on with life." And I had a bunch of because I get paid to speak. I had a bunch of speaking engagements. I gave everything up at Harvard because I wanted to go speak at Harvard. That's where Michelle Obama and Barack Obama
Mhm.
graduated from. I was like, I was like, I'm going to go and speak. I got to walk the halls of the law school to see where they spoke.
Yes.
That's an amazing school. You get the
Yes.
it's like walking in a castle. It's like you could just feel the energy inside of Harvard. But long story short, my dad sat beside my bed. He said, life is going to happen to everybody. It's how you respond to it. And that literally changed me. So when I went to Harvard, I got paid to speak at Harvard, but I changed what I was going to speak about. Instead of speaking about finance, I went up there and told my mother's last day on earth because I was beside her bed. And what I said was, I was there when she was there when I took my first breath. I was there when she took her last breath. But how do you respond to life? You know, what are you going to do in the middle of a storm? Because every storm, the rain, at some point, my daddy said the rain going to run out. The rain going to stop in every storm. You can go through
Absolutely.
trial after trial after trial. You think, you're like, God, why is this happening to me? And that's what we want to ask him. But at the same time, we should be saying, why not me? He brought it to you strong enough to get through it. But every storm gonna run out of rain. And you got to know that. And a lot of times when you go through stuff, it's for somebody else. You are
Yes.
living, walking testimony. You just have to know your life is not about you. It's about the next person and the person
Yes.
after that. And God is saying, how can I use you? And if he brought it to you, he felt like you were strong enough, he could use you for it. You know?
Miss Thelma, I absolutely love you.
Oh, I love you
You,
too. Thank you. Thank you, Christy,
you,
for
you
connecting
are
us.
absolutely correct because had I not gone through what I went through, I would not be sitting here today at
Amen.
this very moment. So
Amen.
you are absolutely correct with everything that you said, and you have so much more to share and give to
I know. I can
individuals.
go on and on and on.
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't worry about it because we're going to make time on this platform to bring you back.
But I'm gonna tell you why I'm sharing this though really quick, because these are the stories that I get from the people with hair loss. When I tell you life is happening to them, and it's most majority of my clients, if I had to put a nail on, I would say 95, maybe 90%, 95% is stress. Like the
Yes,
labs are good, the blood work is fine, because I can look at the lab work, everything is good. The diet is out of control, which mine was. I can speak, it was me. I was the same way. And the lifestyle's out of control. It's affecting their hair. It's affecting everything. But and a
yes,
lot of them on medicine. They're taking depression medicine, anxiety medicine. All and people don't notice a lot of medication are linked to hair loss, also linked to thinning hair. So it's the
does.
if we get the lifestyle under control, figure out what's really going on with you, because it all lines up together. Then we can get some of these other things under control.
And you said it, and you are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And so, boy, I tell you what people are going to truly take from this interview. And I pray that you are able to get this information and then capitalize off of it. Because definitely, as like they just stated, um, the healthiness has to start from the inside out. You
That's right.
know,
Healthy things
so
grow.
so guys, go and support and follow ktbeautyboom.com. It is. And so I thank you ladies so much for being a part of the platform. Yes, my name is Morello King. This is the platform, The Hair Debate, where we debunk, debate, and discover all things hair. You ladies have a great night.
You too.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
having us. God bless you. God bless your audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bless you as
Don't forget to
well.
send us your information. We're still gonna bless you with some products. We still want to bless you with some products.
Well, thank you so much. And I will be reaching out to you.
Absolutely. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Love you as well. Thank you. Merry
Thank
Christmas to
you.
you as well.
Bye.
Okay. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.